Are you ready to get your SASS on? Hey there, and welcome to Get Your SASS On webinar. I'm Danette Moss, online visibility strategist, author, and speaker to wifepreneurs, mompreneurs, and ambitious single savvy women in business at Let's Talk Strategies, home of Get Your SASS On and the Online Visibility Method. I'm also the founder of the Association for Women Entrepreneurs, AWE, where I work to empower women entrepreneurs worldwide so that they can overcome the hurdles that are preventing them from achieving optimum success. At the start of a new business, most of us have no idea what is in store for us. For most, we find that this journey to building a thriving business is the most amazing and possibly the scariest journey of our lives. Some business owners have some sort of idea as to how to be more of a great business owner, but are not adequately equipped or prepared to become successful and wealthy. New business owners quickly learn that there are many aspects to running a business that they have learned on their own in order to avoid going back to their old employer. On this webinar, we're going to discuss what it means to have the SASS factor and why you need it. And just in case you're wondering what SASS stands for, it stands for Strategic Action Signature Systems. We're also going to discuss the focus factor, the 6 key things you must focus and take immediate action on to build a wildly successful business. And then we're going to talk about the positioning factor. We're going to get crystal clear on your vision and put your vision to work. So you're probably wondering, Danette, what it actually does the SASS factor mean? What does it mean to have the SASS factor? Well, the SASS factor is when you can decide where you want to be in your business and how you're going to get there. It actually takes you through the actionable steps necessary in creating your very own signature system. So what do you need to do to develop your SASS factor? Well, I'll tell you. First, you need the focus factor. Now, there are 6 key things you must focus and take immediate action to develop that SASS factor that I'm talking about. Those 6 things are think and act like a business owner. Next, you'll need to decide and practice within a niche or niche, depending on the side of the world you're from as to how you pronounce it. Then you'll need to have an action plan and work at expecting success. You'll also need to focus on building a business. And you'll always need to stay visible. And then you'll need to not give away all your time and service for free. So let's start by talking about that first key. And that key is think and act like a business owner. The beginning of owning your business is the most difficult part of the journey. And it can be a little overwhelming, but as you build your foundation on the lessons learned by those who have gone before you, and think like a business owner, practice within a niche or niche, as I mentioned, depending on where you're from, and work the action plans that you learned in this webinar. Act as your products and services are already highly sought after. Value yourself highly right from the beginning, guys. Keep moving forward on your path to success, never quitting, of course. Then you'll see the overwhelm quickly diminish. Next, which is the second key, you'll need to specialize as soon as possible in a niche. Now, building a business outside a niche market is a lot harder, takes much longer, and requires a larger marketing budget. Now, you'll make many mistakes in your business, But your chances of success are much greater if you focus on a specialty niche. Your goal is to become number one in your market or industry. The third key is you'll need to have an action plan and work it expecting success. That's right, I said it. You're going to have that action plan, and you need to work it expecting success. And what I mean by that is, don't sell your products or services. Sell solutions to the problems you've identified within your target market. Your products or services by itself doesn't have a high perceived value to prospects and isn't something that can be sold without demonstrating the potential for tangible outcome or solutions to a specific problem. And the fourth key is that you really need to focus on building a business, not on how fast you can make a set amount of money. Now, I know we all want to make money, and we will get to that. But your income will also be limited by the number of clients that you can fit into your daily schedule. And you need to be aware of that. Highly successful entrepreneurs create products, services, programs, monthly subscriptions, and other tools, diversifying their revenue streams and leveraging their time and expertise. Now, that fifth key that I spoke of earlier is always stay visible. And I mean always. But you need to understand this. Some of your marketing strategies will work, and others won't. Some of your products will sell like crazy, and other times you'll notice a slowdown in sales. However, if you keep yourself in constant communications with your target audience, online, offline, or via email, you will always outsell those who stop communicating with their customers and subscribers. And that sixth key is don't give all your time and services away for free. And I know a lot of times we get into that, and it's okay to give some things away for free, but you need to be cautious of not giving all of your time and your services away for free. You know, after all, you're actually in business to make money, right? And let me tell you, when you create credibility and desirability through products and speaking engagements, and of course your services, become an expert in your specific niche or niche. Stop providing free coaching calls, sessions, and marketing yourself one-to-one. Begin right away marketing yourself one-to-many. This will help you to create a scalable business with unlimited potential growth. Now let's talk about the positioning factor. Mark Victor Hansen said, by recording your dreams and goals on paper, you set in motion the process of becoming the person you most want to be. Put your future in good hands, your own. And I love that. To me, it makes me think about that old saying in one of my favorite books called the Bible, write the vision and make it plain. You got to write it down so that you can put your goals down and you can see them every day. And then you can begin to set them in motion. And, you know, as you look at them, they begin to process in a way that you need them to process. And why put it in anybody else's hands? My future, your future, is good and best if it's left in your own hands. And I love Mark Hansen for mentioning that. Now let's talk about how clear is your business vision, because I really want you to understand the importance of how clear it needs to be. Now, having a business may come easily, but giving it life is the most difficult. Now, you're sure to come upon many obstacles and challenges along the way. Now, that's why I'm extremely excited that you decided to sign up for this webinar. And it shows that you have made a committed decision to succeed in business. And the next step is to clarify that dream or vision of what you want your business to look like, because it's critical. It's critical for achieving success in business. Heck, it's your roadmap. Now, Stephen Covey says it best when he encourages us to begin with the end in mind. A clear, specific, and inspiring vision for your business and its primary goals will help you persevere and overcome those barriers that you'll be faced with along the way. Now, it outlines where you want to be and communicates both the purpose and values of your business. After all, why go on the journey and not know the destination? As an entrepreneur, I've learned how important it is to clearly identify what I want in business and then take it a step further by putting it in writing. That's what I meant by earlier. Write the vision and make it plain. In fact, that's one of the first things I've told my clients to do. And you've probably done this with your clients and customers as well. But for some reason, we often don't do it for ourselves. As new or existing business owners, there's a lengthy list of things you need to consider when operating a successful business. And if you don't manage them properly, your excitement as a business owner can quickly turn to overwhelm, just like this lady here in this picture. She's extremely frustrated. And we all know how that feels. And who wants to feel like that? One thing on this list that will inspire and keep you on track right from the start is a vision statement. It's like a photograph of your future business, which gives your business shape and direction. Now, the more specific and clear you are, the better your chances are at seeing your vision turn into reality. Your vision statement should not be confused with your mission statement. Mission statements it's more like a present-based situation. It answers the questions like, why does my company exist? While a vision statement, on the other hand, is future-based. It answers the question, where do I see my business going? So stretch your imagination. Now, the importance of vision statement should not be overlooked. And I know a lot of people overlook it. And this is why I felt like I needed to talk about it, because it's definitely different than a mission statement. Not only does it provide long-term direction and guidance, it impacts strategic decisions and day-to-day operations. Your vision statement will give you the inspiration and energy needed to take action when you feel like giving up. And we all know we felt like giving up before. I don't care if you're new in business or you've been in business 15 years. We've all been there before. Vision statements are dynamic and can change over time. Keep up with it. Make sure that you revisit it regularly. I just revisited mine just the other day. Now, as your company grows, its objectives and goals may change, and your vision statement will need to be revised, as I mentioned, to reflect those changes. This is why it's so important to stay on top of them. Now, what I want to do is share a few examples of a corporate vision statement, and these are some that I'm sure some of you are very much aware of. Remember Macy's? Our vision is to operate Macy's and Bloomingdale's as a dynamic national brand while focusing on the customer offering in each store. Then Microsoft, a personal computer in every home running Microsoft software. Then good old Avon, to be the company that best understands and satisfies the product, service, and self-fulfillment needs of women globally. And of course, I decided I wanted to let you all know the vision statement of my awesome association, the Association for Women Entrepreneurs, AWE. And that is to become the company most known for transforming wifepreneurs, mompreneurs, and ambitious single-savvy women in achieving maximum success in business worldwide. So remember, most dreams don't appear practical. It may initially look impossible, but could be achieved down the road with the right team. So just make sure that you line that vision up, making sure that it's yours, not anyone else's. Okay? Now, a high quality and inspiring vision statement for a small business should have two key characteristics. It needs to state where the company wants to be in the near future. And it also must have a level of excitement and motivation to it. Use your company culture description for more details on the goals and directions of your business. Now, next, I'm going to share some questions with you that you need to consider answering before you begin writing your vision. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have you guys writing your vision statement at the end, and we're going to share it over at our private Facebook group. So let me go ahead and share some of those questions that you need to consider answering so that you can get a little bit more clear on your vision statement and what it needs to look like. Now, but before I do that, let me show you this awesome source that I found online that I actually revisit quite often and share with some of my coaching clients, because I want to make sure that they don't get confused with the mission statement and vision statement. So as you see here on the screen, and I'm not going to read it word for word, but we have the mission statement versus your vision statement. We've got your about, answer, time, function, change, developing a statement, and of course features of an effective statement. And just let me read the about, and I'll maybe read another one in there as well. Is a mission statement talks about how you will get to where you want to be, defines the purpose and primary objectives related to your customers' needs and team values. Now, on the other hand, a vision statement outlines where you want to be, communicates both the purpose and values of your business. And I love that. Now, also, when we think about the answer of a mission statement versus a vision statement, and remember our focus here today is going to be on that vision statement, but I thought I'd show you this chart in comparison so that you can understand that there is a difference between a mission and a vision statement, and today's webinar is focused on that vision statement in order for you to get that SASS factor. Now, the answer for mission is it answers the question, what do we do? What makes us different? Now, the vision statement, on the other hand, it answers the question, where do we aim to be? And that's so important. So take the time out as you go back over the replay, and also make sure that you've already downloaded these. There's some slides that I've given you. There's also some worksheets that you'll have where you can follow along as well. So you can revisit this and actually hone in on this. And remember, again, it's really important that you understand that your business life and personal life will blend, and there's absolutely no other way around it. So we're going to go ahead and dive in these questions, and I'm going to address some business questions as well as personal life questions. So here are some questions that you need to answer before you begin writing your vision or your dream. In your business, what are you doing professionally? That means the type of business, whether it's a service or a product or workshops, live or online, coaching or consulting. If you're selling products, like if you're author of a book, packages, training workbooks. You also need to look at who are your customers. And again, it goes back to that target audience. Here's my favorite one, though. What problem does this target audience have that your company exists to solve? You see, you exist to solve a pain point of someone's. It's not just what you think people are going to want. It's not all about that. It's not about what you think they want. It's what's in it for them, not what's in it for you. How many clients or customers do you have? What are your clients or customers like? What does your company hope to achieve? Are you working alone or with others? What is your work environment like? And you're probably saying, Danette, why does this matter? But I promise you, it really, really does. More questions that you need to answer and ask yourself before you begin writing your vision is, how is your office set up? Does it have a view, etc.? Let me tell you, it all works. That feng shui stuff, how you feel, how you respond, how you act, it all actually lines up and addresses that vision. What is your reputation in the industry? Do you have an assistant and other systems in place to support your business? Because that is really, really important. How many hours per day, week, month are you working? I know for me, I have to kind of put mine all out and line it all up on the calendar, because I'm a mother of 5 children. You heard me right. 5 children, 3 grandchildren, and a retired husband. My day starts early It has a stopping point. I am very active in my children's school. And of course, I have a retired husband. So, he pulls on me some too. So, you have to know how many hours per day, week, and month are you working, because that will play a great role in your vision statement. What are your clients or customers like? That's one thing you need to make sure you're on top of. You need to know what they're like and what they're all about, so that way you can service them. And it'll line all right up with your vision. And what kind of income are you earning? And what is your net worth? Or what kind of income do you want to earn? How does this business support my life? Let me tell you, a business that's not supporting your life is not a business. It's a hobby. So you need to know that. And what do I really want from this business? Do you want to be successful and to make all the financials that you need to make so that you can be able to spend time with your children, travel with your husband, or operate your business from all around the world? I get a chance to operate mine from 2 different states. I'm really blessed in that. My husband's retired and we live 4 months out of the year in New York. So, I love how I want my business life to support it. I write it all out. And I really, really look at what it is that I really truly want. And halfway through the year, every year, I do sit down and speak with my family about it, just to make sure we're kind of all on the same page, because their support is really, really important. Because I've experienced not having that support from my husband before, because he thought my business was more of a hobby and not a business, and I had to begin to take it more seriously. And when I did that, I began to get more support from him. And then, what will success look like when I accomplish these questions? You need to know it. I promise you do. Now, what about that personal life? As I mentioned a moment ago, your personal life and your business life is a blend. There's absolutely no way around it, guys. No way. So let's talk about some of those questions that you need to ask yourself in your personal life. So you see here, our first one is, what qualities do you possess that will help your business? Do you have any transferable skills from the job that you had previously? What are your relationships like with your family, friends, and business? How are you in your community? How do you express your spirituality? Now, believe it or not, this will affect your decision of whom you will or will not work with. It will also affect the type of products and services you provide. In your private time, what do you do for fun and recreation? Now, I know you're probably thinking, Danette, what in the heck does this have to do with my vision statement? It has everything to do with it. It's your personal life. As I mentioned earlier, your personal and your business life is blended, and there is absolutely no way around it. I promise. Now, don't forget, revisit the vision and mission comparison chart above that I gave you a little earlier, so it can spur your thinking and help you live the dream that you want to live and not someone else's. Now, as you work on your dream, ask yourself these questions. Is my dream congruent with my values and priorities? Does my dream inspire and excite me? Is my dream a reflection of what I really want? Does my dream incorporate and balance all the important aspects of my life? That's your husband, children, personal life. I told you how mine work. Does my dream reflect what I really want in life? And is my dream someone else's dream, or is it something that I really want and am willing to work to achieve? Or is it a pie in the sky fantasy? And a lot of us actually, unfortunately, operate off of that. The key here is you need to be authentic to yourself, and it should not be anyone else's dream. Now, guess what? It's your turn now. As I mentioned earlier, there's some PDFs that I actually had listed at the beginning when you all signed up, and when you got them there or you received them in your email. You've got actually an actual copy of something you can follow through and begin to revisit these questions, because they're the same questions that are on that sheet. Write out your vision statement, not mission statement. look at that comparison sheet and go ahead and get it done. Because once you do that, I'm going to get you guys to share it with us inside the Get Your SASS On private Facebook group. I want you to share your vision statement there. Now, if you're ready to create a strategic action signature system that will get you more customers and increase your business profit, I also have another awesome special offer. And I tell you what, it's best that you guys go ahead and grab it now, because this offer, it's only going to take place from today's date, the 17th, until September 4th. And that is a special discount, 50% off of the Get Your SASS On 6-week training program. I'm so excited about it. Now, it normally sells for $497, but again, as I mentioned, you get a 50% off savings, and that means the program for you today is $297. And I'm looking forward to partnering with you guys and working through and helping you reach the goals that you want to reach so you can set up your very own strategic action signature system. Thanks so much. Danette Moss here, signing off now. I'm looking forward to connecting with you all soon. Take care.